There's Terry Labonte, who's leading this race. You're talking about Pink Flamingos a second ago.
Yeah, I was talking about Kenny Schrader. He moved into a very influential neighborhood, and as he was away to a race one time, the neighbors got together and put about 50 of those in the front yard of his house. He come in.
There went the neighborhood.
There you go.
Yep. Today's top periodic telecast of the Phase 150 is authorized under broadcast rights grants. Watkins Glen International lets us televise this, folks. Don't tape it, reuse the pictures and accounts and description of this event without express written permission. We're having some fun now.
You're having buddy lip today.
All right, Labonte's leading this thing. Kenny Wallace is in second. Tracy Leslie's third. Bobby Labonte is fourth. As the safety car leads him around, we're going to go green this time. What are they going to have to do to catch Terry Labonte?
Boy, I don't know, but you know, they have 3 cars here out of Labonte stable right now, and they're running 1st, 4th, and 11th. That's pretty good.
Pretty good. 25 cars are on the lead lap. Steve Grissom's 1 lap down as we get set here to go back to green. Out of turn 11. And green flag at lap 35. And here comes Kenny Wallace, peeking to the inside, and he lines up single file. That's Bobby Labonte on the left. Couldn't get Tracy Leslie there.
No, Tracy's running extremely well today. It'll take some real maneuver, like going into the chicane, maybe on the back straightaway or something, to make a move on him, because that car is like a rocket ship down the straightaway.
And keep in mind what Bobby Daughter said about Scott Lagasse, his relief driver, trying to move up through the field. Here's Hermie Sadler, number 25, trying to put the move on Robert Presley, and the new Lysol colors for Jim Bound right behind in the 63. Ooh, heavy braking area here. Ooh, well, they are going to go in there 2 abreast.
That car, Robert Presley's got all sideways getting in that corner. He just has the ball, though. You talk about a kid in a candy shop, that's him on the road course. He just has the biggest time. He don't take himself that serious and just drives the wheels off the car, but he's out of control about 80% of the time.
But he's having fun. Looks like fun, anyway.
He's running well. If he can keep up with Sadler like that, he has to be a pretty strong race car. Hermie Sadler has a great race car for this particular track. See Jim Bound just behind him there coming in the corner. That's turn 11. See, I'm learning.
Down the front straightaway again, one of the prime passing areas on this course. That's Joe Nemechek, the car out of line, the blue car. And here comes Lagasse. Scott Lagasse to the inside. And takes Tim Fedewa.
Boy, he's giving that car a great ride, kind of like you did in Myrtle Beach. That car likes an extra driver in it.
It must, but, you know, it's an awful good car. Bobby Daughter and my ex-crew chief, Brian Schaefer's working on it now. So, I mean, they take real good care of the car, and it's a top-notch team.
Lagasse ran the Corvette Challenge Series, did real well there. So he's got, I guess, what we'd call heavy car experience on a road course. Rodney Combs and Tim Fedewa battle there. Just behind Lagasse in the 08, the DeWalt car.
Rodney Combs' car has been real strong down the straightaways today, and you notice around this long looping corner here, he can stay right on the bottom, so the car is handling quite well.
Well, he's another former dirt tracker making good on the road course here. Looking over Fedewa, now he goes to the other side.
If you first don't succeed, out-braking.
Boy, it's interesting when you watch the difference as they get into that turn 10. The pure road race cars, the much lighter cars, they go in about another 2 car lengths before they turn in there. A real early turn in with these big heavy cars to get them to respond. This group is 8.5 seconds behind the race leader, Terry Labonte.
See David Green coming up under Fedewa there. Boy, that was a good decision to check up there just a little bit. I thought he was going to run right to the quarter.
Tim's out in the cow pies and then back on again. Doesn't seem to slow him up, but David Green got by him.
Well, that's what patience on a road course does. He seen him trying to make a move on the inside, got his concentration off just a little bit, and Fedewa got out on the outside there.
5 lead changes so far in this race. That's a record for the Phase 150.
See Ricky Craven coming up. He was just about one of the last cars in the circuit there. When they restarted, he's making his way towards the front again. The car is really strong.
Craven's DuPont Chevy now looking over Tim Fedewa in the Luxair Ford. He'll be at about 9th, make that 10th place. Craven was 16th on the restart. So he has come up through. Trouble for Joe Nemechek, the former Busch Series champion. They're under the hood. Nemechek's worth finish in this race is 4th. Not today. He's got a 2nd and 2 4ths coming in here.
I think Kenny Wallace is able to stay a little bit closer to Terry Labonte, but Terry just seems to inch out about a half a car length every lap. And it's just, you know, the harder you try to catch up, when you get impatient trying to catch a car that's moving away like that, a lot of times you give up even more yet because you're watching a guy that makes it look so easy, and you're driving your heart out and you're all over the racetrack and he just inches away.
Tom, can you hustle a car around this racetrack, or do you really need to try to be smooth with these big cars?
Well, you know, you kind of need to be smooth, but sometimes you have to hustle. And if the car's not handling real well, you know, you can either just lay back or you can hustle a little bit. But Terry Labonte not hustling his car, and he'll get better as the tires wear down. The last time he got better the longer he ran on the tires.
Good point. Butch Leitzinger coming back up through, moves past Jason Keller. And they're back into the inner loop once again. Leitzinger completes the pass in number 91. Terry Labonte leads here at Watkins Glen, New York. Kenny Wallace trying to close in as you see them there, and we'll be right back to the Finger Lakes region of New York State. Again, a car has come to a stop at the exit of the inner loop. This time it's Jim Bound in the Lysol Chevy. He was running right at the top 5. When the car appeared, Buddy, I think you said it looks like he lost a gear trying to get slowed down for the chicane.
Well, whatever it is, they're going to have to put full course caution out because he's at a very high-speed part of the racetrack at the end of the back straightaway there, and if anybody had to go straight there, he's in the line that you would take to get through there.
So we'll see. Also at turn 10, Kelly Moore had this excursion while trying to get around Chad Little and Brett Bodine.
Whoa.
Ooh, Chad makes a nice move to get clear of that, and then here comes Kelly.
Yeah, he's along for the ride right now. Once you get out in the grass here, we've had a tremendous amount of rain this week. You'll watch the back of the car here. When he starts to come out, it'll sail right on out on him.
There's more at the same spot back to live action. He kept it going, got back out on the course.
It had a little ding on the quarter panel, as you noticed when he come through there. It might have had a little light contact getting in that corner and helped him get out in the loose stuff there.
Kenny Wallace running in 2nd, Tracy Leslie in 3rd. As we pass 40 laps, and it looks like they may just leave Jim Bound's car there. If he has exited the car. Now he's in a different spot than where Johnny Rumley was, because he is actually, it's hard to tell from that camera angle, he's actually past the chicane area. Johnny Rumley was at the entrance to it. It looks like Bound's car stopped just past it, so that may be a safer position in which to let that car set.
If that was me, though, I'd get out and push it on down the way just a little ways. It looks real close to where you turn in there. Oh, I guess you're right. There is quite a bit of distance there. He's not a happy guy, though. No, he's telling those people, could you help me just a little bit here? Oh, yeah?
I think he wanted to push back to the pits, wasn't going to get one, so he's climbed out and goes over to the race officials on the other side of that 4-strand Armco. Terry Labonte, shift and steer, shift and steer.
Boy, he's doing a great job. That's just textbook road racing that he's doing right now, being very smooth and shifting the gears very easily. You see Kenny Wallace in the background there. I think the one we need to really give a call to is Tracy Leslie. Yes. He has to be the most improved road racer here this year.
Yeah, you know, he's definitely made a lot of headway. Last year up here, I think he ran 7th, and he's a lot better than that this year.
Dale Shaw has taken a spin down at turn 1. The others are back up.
Kevin LePage gets by with no incidents there. Back up to speed. That's Shaw.
Looking at the top of the S's here. And Dale Shaw back underway. He was the Busch North point leader coming into today's event. In the Skoal Pontiac of Quinn Boisvert. And just got pinched off going in the corner there.
Oh, he did something there that very few people know to do getting in that corner. He was cut off. Had he went on down in that corner, they'd have made contact and both cars would have wrecked. So he took the evasive action, spun his car. He's back underway with no sheet metal damage or anything else. So very smart heads-up move.